How to send newsletter on Wix. Wix newsletter tutorial. Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the channel. Today we're having a look at how you can send newsletters via your Wix website. So it's relatively easy and quick, simple to set up. What you're going to do is from your dashboard over here, you are going to access the website editor. Now you can do so by tapping on this on your dashboard, the edit website, and once you do so, you will get put onto a page like this, and this is basically the back end of your website, and here you can make changes to any elements on the actual website. Going to the left hand side over here, we are going to tap the plus icon, which is add elements. Now once you have tapped that, you will get a menu that opens up where you can add anything from text to images, buttons, strips, boxes, and everything else that you can see over here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down to interactive, and once you have scrolled down to interactive, you will see that there is a sub menu that is opened. Now if you go over just slightly to the right, you will see that there are light boxes. Now light boxes right over here, you will have a opportunity to choose between these 4 newsletter templates. So you can either tap on welcome, subscribe, promotion, or contact. Now if we're going up to perhaps the subscribe, as you can see right over here in this section, these are now templates that have been brought up. So you can now scroll through all of these templates and choose an appropriate template that suits your specific needs. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on this one over here, and once you tap on it, it automatically gets added to your page. Now there are a few things that you can actually do so that you can make this newsletter unique to your website. So the first thing we want to do is anywhere you tap on this newsletter, whichever element you're tapping on, you're able to change that element and all the details of. So right over here, I'm tapping now on the text, as you can see, and it brings up a bunch of options. I can now edit the text, and just by tapping on edit text over here, and now I can change all the elements of the text, including the size, the font, the theme, and a bunch of other options, as you can see right over here at the bottom. They even offer a few effects, so you can change a bunch of things right over there. Going back into the actual template itself, to change other elements over here, all you need to do is tap on them. Now one of the important elements that you would like to change is this button over here, or the banner that you see, and that is where your customers or people visiting your website will be able to put in their email address. Now as you can see here, you can tap on form settings, and you can tap on that, and it'll bring up a bunch of settings for your form. Now this is where you can define all of those settings in this box over here, such as your submit message, your payment conditions, your contacts, automation, and then of course right over here you can create a new campaign. So some of the other options that you have available over here is to add a new field or a new element, and then you can manage all your elements right over here. You can also change the layout and the design right over here. Now going into the actual newsletter itself, once you tap on the newsletter, it'll actually give you a couple more options. So right over here, if you tap on manage lightboxes, you can manage all of your lightboxes right over here from this tab on the left hand side. So as it says here, this is your subscribe, join our list, and what we can do now is we can either rename, duplicate, or delete, or we can tap on edit settings, which gives us a bunch of options right over here. Now there are a few ways to access these options, and I will show you another way. So if you're tapping again on your newsletter, you can see the options that it brings up over here. You can also tap on set triggers. You can also tap on settings. So directly from there, you can access the same settings menu. So as you can see here now, you can change the name. You can also change the way it gets displayed. You can also change where it gets displayed, so you can change the page that it gets displayed on. You can also alter the amount of delay that it has when it actually shows up on the page, and you can then change how it gets closed, either with a close icon or an X icon. Now, one of the other things that you can do here is if you go over to the design button right over here and you tap on that, you can now change everything about the design element of the newsletter pop-up. So you can perhaps change the background. As you can see here now, the background has been changed. You can also add your own images, you can add your own video, or you can add a color to it. And as you go down, you can see that there are a bunch of images that you can change it to. And once you've done so, you can then just tap on the X and all your changes will have been made. Now, of course, as you can see here, you would have to change the text because the text is not as visible as what it should be. And you can change pretty much everything else about the newsletter that you are creating right over here. Now, once you're done with that, you can just go up to the top of the page to the publish section, and you can just tap on publish, and this now your website will have this new newsletter element on there. And again, you can move it around, you can change it to wherever you need to change it to, you can change every element about it, and you can start sending out newsletters on Wix. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave us a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in the next one. Cheers for now.